welcome to another episode of the vlog. Unfortunately, as you can see, my voice is not synced up with the video you are watching because unfortunately, the sound has stopped working again. This is an issue that I am currently trying to fix, but since I am on camp, it is a bit harder to fix than originally anticipated. So, we're going to just talk over this clip with Rich and Ed. Rich and Ed!
Hello, YouTubers.
Hello.
As you can tell from the title, today's episode is talking about GoPro mounts, but we'll get on to that later on. The footage you saw was from one of the new GoPro mounts, which you will see later on. How was your sessions today, Richard?
Pretty tiring. 2 long slogs, one side by each.
Edward?
Yeah, good. I think there'll be some footage of me rowing at bow behind camera and rowing at 3. So it should be pretty interesting.
So that's
hopefully you can pick up some tips.
Some handy tips from Ed, and maybe Richard's in there later on as well. Or maybe you've already seen Richard stroking the other boat that was
Yeah, I was
side by
going
each.
to say, is there some video of the side by each?
Yes.
There is
There is.
all sorts of angles.
Obviously, I know that because I've seen it.
And it looks like that is the wittering on from the lads finished with. So we'll see you in the next part of the video. Oh yeah! And we've made it back into the room after fueling up, and a couple of the guys had a nap. Richard and Ed, a lovely little nap. I was up editing some photos and some videos, and we're going to talk about today, as you can tell from the title, accessories for the GoPro, the best accessories to use, or at least that I found to use. And it starts off with one of these. So this is the cage for my GoPro. It's a metal case, and it means you can attach hot shoe things to it. So when I was vlogging with my GoPro, I could attach the mic to the top of it. There's a couple of other accessories as well. One of them is currently on the boat, so I'll show you that later. And then I've got a couple of other accessories to show you as well. But first things first, I've got a little bit of time till the next session. So what we're going to do is walk down to the shop, grab a couple of snacks, maybe a little bit of juice, and then head out to training. Oh yeah. And we've made it back. We're walking down to the course. We've got another excellent piece of kit for recording on the boats. It's the GoPro suction cup. I've went through many different suction cups. This one seems to last the longest. And also a key thing on any of the equipment you're attaching to a boat, a lifeline. So you attach this to whether it's the backstay or one of the riggers, or even in the, what's it called?
Hatch cover.
Hatch cover. Put it in there, attach the string in there so it's nice and tight. So if it does fall off, if the suction does fail, then it is still savable. So all that happens is you take this, you put the GoPro on the top, and like I said, I've got this cage on it, so if you wanted to attach something else, like a screen or a microphone, or anything different like that, you can. Because there's someone behind. And like I said, this suction cup can go any way on the boat, so you can just take these, loosen them, and go any angle. Then you can attach different angles on here and make it very easy to use and highly recommended. There are a couple of other suction cups out there that are a bit narrower than this, so you can attach it to the side of the boat and stop it getting splashed. But now we're going to head down to the course, head down to where the boats are, and I'm going to talk about the other piece of equipment that I've just bought specifically for this camp I spoke about earlier. But let's go get to that. Oh yeah! Oh, I didn't see you there. This is the other mount I've been using. So it can go, if you add the 2 GoPro parts, you can go sort of over this way. And you can also wait for it. This is the best bit. Goes like that as well. So this is obviously upside down for when the boat is on. So like the shots in this morning's video, very against the water up here, you could angle it this way. So you're looking at the person in the boat sitting here. So very versatile. You could flip this over and have it pointing this way or that way as well. This is where a lot of the shots come from on this mount. And like I said before, there's a link in the description for this mount, the suction cup mount, and the other mounts that I'm going to be talking about once we get back to the hotel. But first things first, we've got to get on the water and use this bad boy. So let's get to it. Oh yeah!
I won't make it easy for you now. You got 2 minutes of my time, and I don't really break too easily, but I'm worth it, 'cause I'll slip into your dreams tonight. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me breaking your sweat. You're falling into me, touch me. I swear you would do anything that I want, so keep us awake till the dawn. Ooh, baby, feel free. I wanna make you sweat on me. I wanna make you sweat on me. I got you wrapped around my finger, but don't you try to call me tomorrow.
And we've made it back off the water. That was footage from the rotating handlebar mount. Let me know in the comments below what you think of that. But now we've got a little bit of fuel to fuel up before fueling up for the fueling up tonight, this evening. Because remember, food is fuel. And after a long paddle, some of us are actually struggling to eat enough to make sure at the end of the sessions we still have energy to put in to the strokes. So we're just making sure some of the guys have snacks in the boat. For example, little sugary sweets. Other guys are just eating a little bit more at lunchtime or having a bigger snack before the sessions. But all of it depends on the time of the day and time of eating, etc. And it depends on the athlete themselves, on how they like to feel during a row, whether they prefer to feel a bit fuller or emptier, etc, etc. All depends on you as an individual. But we're going to go back to the hotel. We're still fueling up, and we're going to check out a couple of more mounts for the GoPro that I would recommend getting.
Yam squad!
Yam squad! And because, they are what I would recommend. So there's the handlebar mount, there's a suction cup. They are two really key mounts for the GoPro, but these two more that I'm going to show you are sort of extras. And then there's a bonus last one that I'm going to show you at the end of the vlog that is more of a stretch mount video taking piece of apparatus that that I would recommend, but
sorry, it's the fuel.
It's not as accessible as the other ones. But like I said, I'll put a link in the description to all of these. But now we're gonna
Fuel up.
Get in some recovery, keep fueling up, and get back to the hotel. Oh yeah! And we've made it back to the room. We've got our mounts. Another head mount, or just a head mount, and a chest mount. These two are really good for a sort of point of view, especially when you're rowing in the boat. The chest mount does get in the way, but all you have to do, so I've got my cage for the GoPro, you put it in there, put it like that, and then adjust it to where you think, and same thing goes here. You get the little thing that goes in there, attach that to the GoPro, and then you've got it there. Like I said, when rowing, this can be a bit cumbersome. Both of these can be, but if you're really looking for a shot that is a bit different to other shots, the head mount really offers something that is actually really cool. And lastly, I said I was going to show you something that was not quite a mount, but definitely helps out with the footage, and it is a drone. It is the DJI Mavic Pro that I got a few years ago now, but this really takes the rowing shots to another level. So I put some of the drone shots that I took with this bad boy a couple of vlogs ago, and it just gets you a whole new perspective on rowing in your video creating, your film making, rather than having the GoPro stuck to the boat, whether it's at the bow, the stern, on the rigger, or some other pole that you may have created somewhere. The drone lets you get all of those shots, and it flies around and makes cool noises too. Like I said, I'll put a link in the description to all of the mounts. So you've got the suction cup, the rotating rigger mount, the head mount, the chest mount, and the drone as well. So if you do click those and go through those, they're my affiliate links. So I'd appreciate it if you did go through those and purchase, if you did want to purchase at all. There's kickback to me. But now it is time to fuel up, because remember, food is fuel, and we have to recover after a long paddle, with some motorbikes outside. And as always, Yam Squad, remember to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that like button and have a good one.